Welcome back to AM Northwest. Our first guest is an award-winning television and film writer, producer, and author. He's the man behind shows like It's Garry Shandling Show, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he's one of the original writers of Saturday Night Live. We welcome back to AM Northwest Emmy Award-winning writer Alan Zweibel. Sorry, Alan. Great to see you this morning. Good to see you again. You're looking good. How are things going for you these days?
Things are going really well for me. Things are just great. Couldn't be better, as a matter of fact.
Now, did you see the movie Saturday night?
Yes, I did. There was a screening that Jason Reitman, the director, had, maybe 6 weeks ago for the cast and crew of the original SNL that I was part of. And we went and we saw the movie and liked it a lot.
What is it like, though, to watch a movie in which you were a part of, a big part of in the beginning? Yeah, I mean, how bizarre is that, right?
Well, something. I've been in things and whatever, but this is the first time somebody portrayed me. And I'm going, so I was wondering what that would look like. And he did it, he treated me nicely, Jason did. So I was very pleased.
Oh, good. Did anything stand out to you as, oh, yeah, I remember that day, that time, that moment? I mean,
this whole movie takes place the evening of the first show of SNL ever, okay? So it's about an hour and a half or hour and a half before George Carlin came on stage to start this new series.
Wow.
So I remember that night. I mean, it was really nostalgic. It's 50 years ago now, but there were a lot of things in it. I'm going, oh yeah, I remember that. And then there were a couple of things that go, gee, I don't remember that. Gee, I wonder if he made that up, but it was a fun experience.
You were really good friends with Gilda Radner. Did you get a chance? Tell me more about that relationship for our viewers who don't know, and also what it was like to see her in the movie.
Well, what Jason did was we had no part of the movie. We were not part of the creative process, but he asked me if I would do him a favor. And the young lady who played Gilda, she and I had a number of Zooms together. She had questions. I told her to read my book, Bunny Bunny, which is about my friendship with Gilda all those years. And to see her on the screen playing Gilda, it gave me some chills. It was great. And as far as my own relationship with Gilda was concerned, we found each other very, very early on. I think even in the first meeting we ever had of SNL to discuss this brand new show. And I was from New York. She was born in Detroit, came here by way of Toronto, and she was a little, she was a little overwhelmed by the big city. So I was the one who took her around. We went to dinner and we just made each other laugh. And during the course of the 5 years that we were both with the show, we wrote together and we became good pals and created, some characters like Roseanne, Dana. And even after we both left the show, we remained very close friends. And as a matter of fact, her very last television appearance, after she got sick, was on It's Garry Shandling Show.
What was it like when you watched the actors who played people that you knew? Did you feel like they, in addition to the guy who played you, do you feel like everyone did a good job? The actress who took Gilda's part, did she in the end do a great job?
Yeah, they all do a good job. What they do is capture the essence of the character. So while it may not be a spot-on impersonation of them, they got a hold of their essence and what they were really like. And some are, you go, wow, the guy who plays Belushi, he really reminds me of Belushi.
Wow.
And Dan Aykroyd, and some to a lesser extent, but still, they captured who the people were. And it was like, to a great extent, looking in a time capsule.
Yeah, I bet. And you actually met your wife at SNL.
Yeah, Robin joined the show my third year there, the third year of the show. Oh, there she is. I see her. That's her on the left, in case anybody's getting confused.
If anyone's confused at all, yes, gotcha.
Can you imagine anybody who got confused? She joined us the third year, and she was a production assistant. And I fell in love with her immediately, and we started dating, and then got married. Oh God, 2 years later.
Wow. And you have 3 grown kids and grandkids. Tell me
We
about,
have, yeah,
is that,
we have 3 grown kids, and we have 5 grandchildren. And one of the reasons, those are our 2 daughters that you're showing up there. That's Sari and that's Lindsay on the right as you look at it. And that's our son, Adam. And the little boy there, that was taken on the set of Here Today, a movie that I wrote with and for Billy Crystal. And that little boy is going to be 16 in a couple of weeks. So that was taken a few years ago. And one of the reasons we moved back east was, because the kids were moving in this direction, and we didn't want to be absentee parents or grandparents. So I'm on a lot of planes that go back and forth to LA, depending upon there they are, all 5 of them. And wow, how did you guys get my pictures? Did somebody break into the apartment? So I go to the soccer games. My wife and I go to Little League games. It's just like being a parent again, except something, we can miss a game here or there. It's okay.
You won't get in trouble.
No. Whenever we go, it's like it's all in the plus column. And if we miss something, it's only a grandparent. So it's perfect.
One of our favorite people who comes on our show quite a bit, Dave Barry, you've worked with him. You guys are good friends. Have you seen him lately? You working on anything?
He and I are going to see each other in Miami on November 23rd. He's got a band that's called the Rock Bottom. Oh, there he is. The Rock Bottom Remainders. And it's all best-selling authors.
So great.
So people in the band are like Stephen King and Dave Barry and Scott Turow, Amy Tan, Mary Carr. And years ago, Dave asked me if I wanted to be in the band. And I said, Dave, I can't sing or play an instrument. And he said, already you're overqualified. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked if they even kept my mic on. But we'll be performing at the Miami Book Festival November 23rd, if anybody's in the area. And I know it's right around the corner from where you guys are.
The friendships that you made in the 70s were very important. You are still good friends with many of those people today.
Well, yeah, something, been very, very lucky, so some of the old Saturday Night Live people, Al Franken and Lorraine Newman. And as you go through the years, like you said, Dave Barry, Billy Crystal, I met in the 70s, Martin Short. There's me and Billy on the set of, I was the very first day of shooting of Here Today. And it's been great. It's been a fun ride. All these people that have come into our lives, and and that's still a part of things. There's my buddy Larry David. Now, that picture was taken at our son Adam's bar mitzvah, and Larry and I showed up with the same exact suit and the same exact tie. So it's like Lucy and Ethel showing up at the same party, both wearing the same polka dot dress. So that's what that picture was.
And didn't your career start in a deli?
Well, not my comedy career, but I started out writing jokes for comedians who worked in the Catskill Mountains, and they paid me $7 a joke. That was the going rate in the 70s. So to supplement the great living I was making, I took a job in a delicatessen, and that's where I wrote a lot of their jokes.
It was really great to talk with you again. We sure appreciate you taking the time, and I'm so glad everything's going well, especially with the grandkids.
Oh, everything is great, career-wise, family-wise, everything's terrific, and I always look forward to being on your show.
Thank you so much, Alan. We'll be right back with more AM Northwest.